Hello, this is Centennial Hall, room 3103, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the classroom technology. Up here at the teacher station is our touch panel. That's going to control just about everything we need. If it's black when you come in, it just means that it's in its screensaver mode, and you can touch it to bring it to life. The little menu here says press here to begin, so I'll go ahead and press that, and then it asks me if I'm going to be using the projector. I'll go ahead and hit yes, and that's going to power the projector on and bring the screen down out of the ceiling. Now this process for the projector to warm up takes about a minute, so while that's happening, I'll go ahead and show you the lights in the room. On the right-hand side of our touch panel are our light controls. There's 5 different presets: lights all on, lecture with the whiteboard, and lecture without the whiteboard if you want those whiteboard lights off. Theater in order to bring all the lights down, and then of course the lights all off. There's also controls at both doors. And our little controller here, you can hit the 5 presets that are on there right on the wall control there too. The next thing that I can tell you is that on the left-hand side of our touch panel are some other environmental controls. Our video mute and our screen up and down are what you'll want to use if you want to use the whiteboard without shutting the whole system down. You can simply hit the video mute button, and that will mute the video of the projector without powering it down. And you can put the screen up and down without having to exit out of everything. Okay, so it looks like our projector is ready to go, so now we can talk about the different sources that we have here on our screen. The first source we have is the PC, and the PC is right here on the desk, and you'll use your UWL 8.4 in order to log on. Just like the beginning of your email address, your UWL 8.4 for the username, and the password will be your UWL net ID. The next thing we have is our laptops. There's 2 different laptop connections here. The regular laptop is going to be our VGA, and the HDMI laptop would be if you had a digital connection on your laptop. Everything we need to connect them is right here in the cable cubby. It's even got a little power supply in there, so you don't have to rely on your battery. You can go ahead and plug right in. My laptop uses a VGA connection, so I'll go ahead and plug that into my laptop. And then I'll take the audio cord and I'll plug that into the headphone jack on my laptop. And I'll flip this over so that it goes the right way. And once my laptop is all connected, then I come back to the screen and I choose the correct laptop, which would be this one there. And then my laptop should show up on the screen for us. If it doesn't, it's probably because you haven't told your laptop to have you have an external projector connected. In order to do that, you hold down the function key on your Windows keyboard and press the F8 key. It's going to bring up a nice little menu on my laptop. On yours, it might do it a little differently. It might go through those automatically, so you might have to hit that F8 key a couple times. When I choose the duplicate mode, anything I show on my laptop is going to show up on the screen for us. The next source we have here is labeled Blu-ray, and that's where you're going to play any Blu-ray or any regular DVD discs that you have, and it's located right here on the right-hand side of the teacher station. You can go ahead and use the front panel controls, or all the controls you need are right here on the touch panel, your play, your stop, all your menu buttons. There's also a button here that says full screen video. So if you want to preview it right here on the touch panel, you can do that. I'll click back, and then your Blu-ray will play for you. If you need to control the volume for any of the different sources, you go ahead and use this volume knob that's right here on the front. If Blu-ray is selected, this volume knob will control the volume of the Blu-ray. If PC is selected, it will control the PC. So whatever source you have selected, the audio follows along with it. The next thing we have is the document camera. The power button is in the back portion of the document camera there. I'll power it on. And we wait until that little light is a solid green, and then we'll know the document camera is ready. In the front, we have our manual controls. We have the zoom wheel to zoom in and out, manual focus and autofocus. You'll want to leave that on autofocus unless you're doing something very active underneath. And then once you have the document camera ready, you can go ahead and select document camera from our source select list. And then it takes just a couple of seconds for everything to sync up. And then anything you do on the document camera is going to show up on the screen for us. The last source that I'll mention here is our auxiliary source. If I select that, it gives me 2 options, S-video or composite video. And both of those connections are back down here in our cable cubby again. So whichever device you have, whether it's a camera or an iPod or something like that, you just go ahead and plug those cables in and then use your device to control whatever it is you're controlling. Up here, we also have our mute audio, and we have our audio control. And part of our audio control has our wireless microphone here. And right behind our keyboard is our little wireless microphone pouch. So if I pull that out and I pull the wireless microphone on, I can go ahead and use that to reinforce my voice. On the top of the wireless microphone is our on-off switch. I'll go ahead and switch that on, wait just a couple seconds, and now my wireless microphone is ready to go. When I'm all done with the wireless microphone, if I want to change the audio, if I want to change the audio, I can just go ahead and turn it down a little. Now my voice isn't quite so powerful. And if I'm all done with the wireless mic, I want to make sure and click that button back off again, because the battery will completely drain if you leave it on, even if you're not using it. Okay, so then to get out of my audio controls, I'll click the back button, and that's going to get me back to my source select page. The last button that I'll mention here is our little help button. If I press that help button at any time, it's going to give us the names and phone numbers of the Academic Technology Services staff. If you ever have questions or ever have problems, these are the phone numbers that you should call. I can click OK to get out of that. And now that I'm all done with what it is I want to do in the class, I'm going to make sure and go to this System Off button. I'll click the system off, and then it'll ask me if I'm sure. I'll click the power down button. That puts the screen back up and turns the projector off, and that's very important to do that so that we save the life of the projector. So once again, if you ever have any questions or concerns, please contact the Academic Technology Services staff, and we'd be happy to help.